My name is Ella. I'm 24 years old, and I run a bar called Border Drinks in East Los Angeles, a business passed down from my grandmother, and a secret hideout I've kept for over a decade. I'm not just an ordinary Latina bartender, I'm a witch. The border magic my grandmother taught me is hidden in the incantations I whisper into the cocktail shaker, in the cactus powder under the bar, and in the fear I dare not speak to anyone, the fear of being discovered, of being targeted by the shadow organization, just as my grandmother warned. Until that rainy night, everything changed. Bang! With a loud crash, the bar door burst open, and a man covered in blood stumbled in. Raindrops splattered on him, mixing with the dark red blood, staining the floor. I was about to call the police when my gaze fell on his neck, a flash of cold, silvery scales. He wasn't human. My grandmother's warning instantly exploded in my mind. Ella, keep your secrets, and protect those extraordinary customers. They will bring you a turning point in your destiny. Without thinking, I bent down and grabbed the small clay pot from under the bar. It contained my ground cactus powder, capable of healing and concealing one's presence. I quickly mixed it with water and pushed it towards him, my voice barely a whisper. Drink it quickly, don't ask why. He tilted his head back and gulped it down. The next second, green light emanated from his wounds, and the bleeding stopped instantly. He was about to thank me when heavy, urgent footsteps echoed from the doorway. Two figures in black suits and sunglasses blocked the entrance, their guns pointed directly at the bar. Hand over the fugitive, don't cause yourself any trouble. Their voices were as cold as ice. I could feel my heart pounding like a drum, and the green light subtly flickered at my fingertips. This was the first time I considered using real magic in front of strangers. I turned around, pretending to reach for a bottle of liquor, and in the brief moment of turning, I quickly drew the Spanish blessing circle my grandmother taught me with my foot. My lips moved rapidly as I silently chanted, "In the name of the earth, hide in the shadows." The moment the words left my lips, the lights in the bar flickered erratically, and all the mirrors were covered in a layer of white mist. The man vanished into thin air right before my eyes. I had hidden him in the storage room behind the bar. The men in black suits fired their guns wildly, but all they smelled was a refreshing scent of lime mixed with cactus. They were so dizzy they couldn't stand straight, and finally, after muttering, "We'll be back," they slammed the door and left. The moment the door closed, I slid down along the bar, my back drenched in cold sweat. I knew I had been exposed, even if only slightly. The storage room door creaked open, and the man walked out, holding an antique bronze pendant, identical to the one I wore around my neck. "Your grandmother asked me to give this to you," he said urgently, his eyes filled with panic. "The shadow organization has started hunting witches, and the tech hunters from Chicago are on their way." As soon as I took the pendant, two warm currents surged through me, and suddenly, a piercing buzzing sound erupted. A muffled cry for help came from the pendant. "Chicago warehouse energy formula, being hunted. It's a communicator. The location is in Chicago." The man's face turned pale. I gripped the burning pendant, and a line of text appeared on the screen. "Chicago, Lucas Cole, assistance needed." That name struck me like a bolt of lightning. My grandmother's dying words suddenly echoed in my mind. "Ella, your destiny lies beyond the border, with the person you are meant to protect." The rain was still falling in Los Angeles. I touched the scorching pendant, and suddenly I wasn't afraid anymore. The identity I had hidden for over a decade, the border I had guarded for so long, perhaps it was all for this moment. Want to know how I crossed the border to save Lucas? You can only watch this by downloading TikTok using this exclusive link. Click the exclusive link below to download directly, then search for the account at book8868, book plus 8868. I'm waiting for you there to reveal the secret.